Well, first of all, tell us about your morning routine, because I
Okay.
think some law students might be interested in this as well.
Yeah, and I know some people who meditate regularly, they practice in the morning. I mean, one of my best friends who's teaches meditation, um, he just gets up at 6 in the morning and he meditates. For whatever reason, that doesn't work for me. I tried that, and I need my coffee. And and so what I do is I get up and I make myself some coffee, and I um, put on classical music. I love classical music, and I really like some of the less well-known Baroque composers, like Buxtehude, and people like that. I mean, I think it's just Thomas Tallis. I mean, there's just like these wonderfully spiritual composers, and it's like I just like putting the music on, and then I listen to music, and I have my coffee, and I will catch up with my email, and I use Twitter as a news aggregator, and so sometimes I'll go just scroll through there and see if there's anything in the news that I want to know, and then that's my that's it, and then I'll go take a shower and I'll have breakfast, and I'll go about my day, and I usually meditate in the afternoon. I kind of was trying to find a sweet spot that worked for me pretty regularly in terms of my work schedule and just the rhythms of my day and so on. And I find that like mid-afternoon, sometimes I can do this. If I'm at an office, I can just go in the office and close the door. And if I'm working at home, I can just go into my room next door, and then I'll meditate in the afternoon. Usually it's about 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, but I do it every day. And it was I didn't used to do it every day, and I think when I started doing it every day, I noticed a big change.
Yes, that's something that's
Yeah.
often talked about.
Yeah.
And so when you talked about your morning routine, while you're sharing that you save for the afternoon a formal practice, I was taken how you said listening to the music I do almost always has a calming effect, and the structure of the music seems to engage my attention.
Yes.
So the practice is oftentimes in the service of a more tranquil way of being and a more attentive mind. And it sounds like without it being a formal practice, you've structured something that allows that to unfold.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, the music I like at that time of day, and it's not really a playlist, but I have a sort of a rotating list of favorites. All of it's almost all music that inspires me. That it isn't just pretty. I mean, it has an inspirational quality to it. The person who wrote it clearly was inspired in the composition, and was able to. I mean, Mozart does this for me too. There's just certain composers I can hear something that it's like, I mean, I don't want to get into all of the religious stuff, but I mean, it's like I hear that the word inspired means you have spirit in you, and there's something about the way those compositions sound and flow, that they lift your spirit, and that's the kind of music I like to listen to in the morning.
Yeah, that's very wonderful. And you're right. The way you began that, it's like the person when they created it were in a very special, steady, engaged, connected, whatever it was, that state from which that music emerged.
Right.
We're able, it brings us into that place, which is very wonderful. Our interconnection as humans, and
I think that's why I really love that so much. And I can't imagine my morning routine without the music. I mean, that's a critical part of it.
I love that. Well,
just as much as the Puerto Rican coffee. So.
In Zendos, they drink a lot of coffee to stay awake, so they can have that alert mind.
Right. No, I found I'm not going to say the name because I'm not doing a commercial, but I discovered I really like Puerto Rican coffee. So.
Oh, good. I'll find out offline, and maybe you'll share some of that music, because it's wonderful to be introduced to wonderful, art that we haven't necessarily been.